Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. Today is November 9th, 2022, and today is Wednesday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, we got the election day rally, but is it sustainable? We're going to take a look at that just a second. No major economic events scheduled for today. So as we look at the Forex symbols, the US dollar weakens. Going to today's session and looking at the indices, the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ both rallied yesterday. Not big, but did rally. Now looking at commodities, gold surges higher where oil tapers off. Looking at the stocks, Tesla actually sold lower yesterday, which is raising some eyebrows. Now lastly, looking at cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin continues to sell off. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So here we go. We're looking at the Euro USD, top of its range as the dollar gets weaker versus the euro. So two possibilities here. We're looking at a daily chart. Just keep that in mind. If we do break higher here, then we can see ourselves getting back to this 104, 102-ish level all the way up here. However, if we don't, which looks like we are going to turn around here, see ourselves somewhere in mid-range. Okay, this is definitely the bottom of the range and this is the top of the range, so we should see ourselves somewhere equidistant there. So just keep that in mind as that continues to trade. GBP USD also the top of the range, Aussie USD also the top of the range. So everything is trading in tandem when we're looking at the dollar versus the major pairs. Now jumping into commodities, gold surges above that 1678. It did look like it was teasing us and then was going to honor this resistance level, but then broke above it and then tore right through it. Now looking at oil, tapering off here after hitting that double top, okay, and this may be like a little bit of a sign of the times as we're looking at the rest of the markets, kind of be worried about it. Now jumping into the US markets, the Dow Jones trading at 33,150-ish level. We did rally higher. We're at the top of the range, so keep that in mind. We're really at the top of the range right here. So, I mean, this is definitely a potential for it to retrace at these levels. And, you know, the move up is much sharper than the move down. I mean, we went down from August 15th down to somewhere in September, end of September, which is about 45 days. But we went up on the flip side, something like 20 days, right? So it's always, the move up is almost much faster than the move down. So just be aware of that as we're going into the latter part of the year. US Tech, NASDAQ didn't really rally. Okay, so this may bring down the market across the board. Now looking at Apple, was down on the day. Looking at Alcoa, also just barely up. Facebook got a little bit of some life up there at $96, and looking at Microsoft, also down on the day, mild day for them and not moving higher. Now lastly, looking at Tesla, continue moving down on 191 as it's getting weaker. You can see that it's really on its lows when we look at a daily chart. So keep that in mind as this is still unfolding if the markets do turn around today. Now looking at Bitcoin, continued selling off down to 18,000 after breaking that 20K level. We just tore right through it. So I mean, we are getting some volatility, but not much character here. It's hard to catch these type of moves as they're just like really erratic and no follow through ostensibly. So keep that in mind as this continues to trade the markets. This is Fred Razak. I wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.